monsters to draw from the Dungeons & Dragons Monsters Manual. I'm a lifelong fan. I've been playing for 21 years now. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I asked Facebook and Twitter today on my Satine Phoenix Facebook. Let's see. Let me make sure that everything's lined up. So I asked Facebook what I should draw, and a bunch of people answered, and I took the comment of one of my longest time friends I've known since I was 15 or 14. Gosh, maybe I've known him for longer than that. Jacob Alexander Steele. And yeah, so he said, why don't you draw a dryad? So I went on to Wikipedia, D&D Wiki, and I found some really cool descriptions. I'm going to read them to you. So this is my printout. Usually I have reference photos that I use for Monster Maidens, but this time I just printed out these sheets. I had to spend like an hour in the post office today, so I didn't really have much time to get my references, but as an artist, always get references. So I'm going to read what a dryad is from the D&D Wiki. It's a medium fey creature.
because Satine is a fantastic artist. I would like to see her do a YouTube show.
Oh, that's very nice. Yeah, so I do a YouTube show where I interview artists on what they're doing. It's called Draw Melt. And if you go to my channel on YouTube, youtube.com/SatinePhoenix, you can go and check it out. I've got a couple episodes on there. I usually like listening to how people work and what makes them tick. Oh, I should probably put clothes on this chick. What do woodland elves wear?
Leaves.
Leaves? Leaf pasties?
Yes. Yes, leaf pasties.
Maybe she likes maple leaves. So, okay, I can't. I have to get reference. Like, what? Okay. So I'm going to look up a maple leaf because you need reference. I don't want to make too many things up. Maple leaf. Okay. Alright. The maple leaf pasty. It's like very Canadian. So I got antsy before the show and decided to start drawing while everyone was setting up because I just needed to get my draw on. What should she be holding? She needs like a thing. Like, maybe like a animal, like a familiar or something?
Like a little fairy.
Like a
There's
thing.
like a glowing...
Think of an animal. Oh, Amanda Franchini is here with me, just hanging out. So like maybe like a fuzzy, like a fairy squirrel? Like a fairy squirrel.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. Okay.
Fairy squirrel. So
Yeah.
pretty.
It's her familiar. It's her animal pet that she hangs out with. So here I am again trying to draw something out of my imagination, and I don't remember exactly what squirrels look like. So I'm going to go and look up reference, and you can watch me do it right now. Squirrel. Oh my gosh, the squirrel is so cute. Look at this little squirrel.
Oh, he's so happy.
Maybe this little guy's got really big ears. He's got two tails. You know what I really like? I like when the little squirrels and mice, and they grab things with their hands. So I'm going to put some... I'm going to give this guy little things. What alarm was that for?
That was to
The end of the world?
eat dinner.
So maybe this guy's got like this little familiar. Maybe he's from... He's got little wings. Okay. It's a really weird looking squirrel. It's got these like, crazy bug eyes. Okay. Yes. Oh, what does little feet look like? Oh my god, he's got huge feet. So he'll have the feet coming up past his face like they're too big.
Someone said strategically placed with a little winky face.
Those are maple leaf pasties.
Love it.
She's an exotic dryad. Still gotta get the shape in though. And I guess her skin is like bark, so I have to make it less creamy. So maybe I'll just add some textures in. Alright, let's see what it says. So, the medium Fey dryad is shy, intelligent, and resolute. Dryads are as elusive as they are alluring. They avoid physical combat and are rarely seen unless they wish to be. If threatened or in need of an ally, a dryad uses charm, person, or suggestion, attempting to gain control of the attacker or attackers who could help the most against the rest. Any attack on her tree, however, provokes the dryad into a frenzied defense. That's kind of cool. Ah, neat. Okay, each dryad is mystically bound to a single enormous oak tree. Well, this one's maple tree. I guess I should have found some oak tree leaves. It must never stray more than 300 yards from it. Any who do become ill and die within 4d6 hours. 4d6 is a six-sided dice, so 4 six-sided dice hours. A dryad's oak does not radiate magic. There's another thing called wild empathy. This power works like the druid's wild empathy class feature, except that the dryad has a +6 racial bonus on the check. I don't really know what that means. She can speak with plants, and she can turn into a tree shape 3 times a day. She has charm person, deep slumber, which I'm going to automatically assume that she can make people not just fall asleep, but be in a deep slumber. So if like, things are rustling around them, they won't wake up. And she has something called tree stride once per day. Yeah, that's cool. So that's from the D&D wiki. So you can play this character. This one I'm going to name. I'm going to come up with a name in a second. I'm going to give her big earring holes. So Monster Maidens is a monster from the Dungeons and Dragons Monster Manual turned into the female version of that monster. So it'll always be a she that I'm drawing. And this is a dryad suggested by Jacob Steele from Portland, Oregon. Giving her like upside down roots. Maybe like a little willow tree type hair. She's got a cute little nose, sharp feature. Even tree needs a little bit of booty. What should she wear on her bottom half?
Like a moss skirt.
A moss skirt? Like a
Like-
fluffy, like tutu type thing?
No, it could be like down on the side and like, but like, lots of little.
Oh, like the hangy moss?
Yeah. I think that'd be pretty.
Yeah, thanks. I'm gonna give her long willow hair. See how that looks. She needs a weapon. Let's see. It says. Because she has a dagger. Okay, her skin looks like bark. Okay, let's find some reference for the moss and the bark. Bark. Oak. That's nice.
It's great to see you work on. It's great to see you work live on something, and I'd new Praetorians, but it looks too scary.
New Praetorians isn't scary. It's intense, but it's not scary. It's about science and the effect of science and alien technology has on people and how they deal with the changes that they go through. It's not a horror. I mean, yes, the main character gets kidnapped by terrorists, but in the first book you find out how she, well, I guess I shouldn't say. But, yeah. I don't know. Maybe it is scary to some people. But, yeah.
Another person says, I would like to buy this picture if I could, but I doubt I could.
Well, you can buy a print of this picture for $15. And eventually, at the end of the month, everybody that's purchased a print will be in a raffle for the original piece.
Another person asks, are you going to color it?
I am not going to color. I am going to ink it, though. So this will be... I'm about to ink it, actually.
Nice.
But it's black and white. I like keeping them black and white. And sorry again, guys. It's not easy to draw and talk at the same time while trying to come up with creative solutions for things. So, like I said, the last Monster Maidens that you can find on youtube.com/SatinePhoenix, those are, I did the drawings and then I recorded my voice over them. So I explained how I would use the character in a game. And, yeah, it's a little complicated to do that type of interaction while work thinking. And Amanda stepped out of the room, so I can't see the chat room. Talk amongst yourselves, and hopefully she'll be back to read what you guys got to say. Because I'm interested. I guess I could just pull it up on my phone. But it's just too far away over there. So this is the very first Monster Maidens in a long time, but of the new Monster Maidens, I'm going to be doing this more often, probably every Thursday. I'm just going to jump in and start inking this. So I actually printed out the 4th edition rules from Dungeons and Dragons, or 4th edition version of the Dryad in Dungeons and Dragons. I think it's different. Because here it says it's a stoic and peaceful denizen of the deep forest. They're also ferocious warriors when stirred into action. Their average height is 7 foot 11 inches to 10 feet. Like that's different than the medium fae that the original D&D wiki pulled up. And it says their average weight is 270. So what I'm thinking is, in the 4th edition Dungeons and Dragons, the Dryad is more of a large Ent-like character, Ent like Lord of the Rings Ent. Animate plant. You are an animate plant and have the plant keyword. You do not need food, but you do need to breathe, and you need light and water on a daily basis. When you sleep or rest, you transform into a tree. This is a thing called forest walk. You ignore difficult terrain if that terrain is a result of trees, underbrush, plants, or natural growth, which is awesome because if you're running through a forest away from monsters as a human or a dwarf or whatever, like it's more complicated if there's a lot of trees involved. There's another thing you get if you're playing a druid as a monster or as a character. Your claws are melee weapons in which you are proficient. You have 2 sets of claws, 1 on each hand. Each set of claws is part of the light blade and unarmed weapon groups, deals 1d6 damage, has a +3 proficiency bonus, and has the offhand property. When you're holding an item in one of your hands, you cannot use the claws in that hand to attack. That makes sense. You can enchant and disenchant your claws. When you disenchant your claws, they do not turn to dust. Is that like Wolverine, maybe? Okay. There's another thing called Magic of the Trees. When your class grants you a utility power after first level, you can forego taking that power. Instead, you can take a Hammerad utility power from Heroes of the Feywild, page 26 and 27, of the same level or lower. Let's see. Deceptive Veil, which I've never used before, says you have the Deceptive Veil power. Okay, that's it. With a bit of old magic, you take on a more comely appearance effect. Using an illusion, you can disguise yourself as any medium humanoid, including a specific individual. You gain neither the abilities nor mannerisms of that chosen form, nor the tactile or audible properties of the chosen form. You can dispel the illusion as a free action. An successful insight check opposed by your bluff check penetrates the disguise. That's actually pretty cool. So it's almost a shapeshifter. I mean, more of a shapeshifter than I read from the original D&D wiki. So for this, I'm actually going to keep a lot of the lines, the underlines. Usually I erase them, but this time I'm not going to. I'm going to use pencil and ink on this. And sorry for starting so late, guys. I was late. There was a lot of LA traffic, and also they were setting up, trying to figure out what this Twitch is going to look like, and how to set up the chat rooms and stuff to make it twitchy. I don't know what the term is. But it'll be a lot easier to find the next time. I'm just really appreciative that you guys are watching this at all. It's kind of weird and awesome. So, thanks. Yeah, I'm like super high off of going to GaryCon and hanging out with so many awesome people. And I know some of them are wanting to watch this. I hope they like it. But yeah, I love Dungeons & Dragons. I'm the co-host of a podcast called Game School. Oh, hey! So I'm the co-host of a podcast called Game School where Chad Parrish and I interview guests. They're game designers, like tabletop role-playing game designers. And they teach the audience how to play their game. It's kind of amazing. And it's good because I've been playing Dungeons & Dragons pretty much, that's it, for such a long time that I need to branch out and learn more. And I am, and we're playing a lot of fun games. At the end of a 45-minute show, the game developer will run us through a scenario, so maybe one encounter. It's super fun.
Someone asks you, are you planning on attending Gen Con this year?
I'm not going to Gen Con. I just wasn't really prepared. I've been so wrapped up in New Praetorians and getting that issue out. But I will be at Gamehole. Okay, so GaryCon is amazing because there's only 1,000 people there, and it's in this swanky hotel. And man, it's probably one of the best conventions I've ever been to. I met the most wonderful hardcore tabletop gamers. They're just all fantastic. Like, I like it because I only like tabletop gaming. I like some board games, and I do like video games, but I really love tabletop games. So that's what everybody's there for. It's not even like a dress-up cosplay kind of convention. You just go there to game, and it's kind of amazing. So that was last Wednesday. I got there Wednesday, and I went back. So it was in Wisconsin, Lake Geneva, and I was in Chicago by Sunday. And man, I'm still recovering. These guys have fun. Balls. Smoothie. For any of you who are curious, I'm using comic book artboard paper because that's just what I'm used to, and I have a whole bunch at home. I switched from traditional drawing to drawing on the computer. So I have all this paper left over. So Gamehole is November. It's in November. I don't know. I think it's the first week of November. I can't remember. But you can go to Gamehole's website. Oh man, those guys are so much fun. I hung out with all of them. In Wisconsin. Yeah. And there was snow. I was in the snow.
Really? Oh man.
Yeah, it was pretty great.
Snow rocks. Snowmen are the best.
I mean, I didn't actually go into the snow, but I was near and around the snow, and I walked over pavement that was surrounded by snow.
So cool.
Well, we're so
Snowball
spoiled
fights.
here.
Yeah.
I punted it. I punted the snow as I walked by.
That was awesome. Snowball fights are my favorite.
Yeah, I don't really like the cold. I live in LA for a reason. So. Yeah, it was amazing though.
That sounds awesome.
I'm never gonna. It was like. It was just nice to be around my people, and I say that because not a lot of people like Dungeons and Dragons, but so the people that do like it and that do get it, oh man, it's so nice to be around them.
It blows my mind that it's not ginormous. You know what I mean? Like it's not every single person on the planet likes Dungeons and Dragons.
Well, it sells out. That's. Oh, you mean like
No,
just
I don't
the.
see. I love tabletop so much that it's like I don't know why everybody doesn't love it.
I think they don't understand it. So one of the crazy things that happened in Chicago, right before I left, I was at lunch with this wonderful group of lawyers, and one of them turns to me and says, "So what's Dungeons and Dragons? Is that like that's one of those weird things that parents hate their kids to do because witchcraft or something?"
What?
And of course, I usually have my Dungeons and Dragons crit success ring dice ring. So I was like, look, we're going to play it right now and you're going to know what it's like. And I totally ran them through a game. It's 3 lawyers who just would never have played it otherwise. And they were really good at it. One was a mage, one was a elf mage, another one was a human fighter with a broadsword. Another was a dwarf with a big battle axe. And we didn't have any paper. I just talked them through the whole thing.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was really good.
Were they?
They loved it.
Now fans.
Well, I mean, they enjoyed themselves enough that they could enjoy it and not criticize it when they hear about it again. But I wouldn't say they're running out to go and play it. These gentlemen were impressed.
That's great.
Yeah. So the one thing that I don't have to worry about when I'm drawing on the computer is my ink smearing. It's so slow drawing it this way.
Yeah.
I mean, I draw really fast. What used to take me days takes me an afternoon.
That's impressive.
So yeah, guys, you can buy a print of this for 15 bucks. I guess we'll set up a shop on Shop XSN for it. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And then for everybody that purchases a print, we will raffle off the originals. So usually my black and whites go for anywhere between $200 and $500. So yeah, you get the original for free. Some lucky person will get it for free. Oh,
Yeah.
hey. Oh, that's so cute.
Isn't it cute?
I know. I know.
Oh, it's a Hobbs. There's a Hobbs that has entered the room that you guys can't see, but it's adorable. Can you show them?
It's Hobbs.
The Hobbs. It's cute.
Someone made this from scratch.
Yeah. Jessica.
People are crafty, man.
She's the girl that's on this.
Yeah. She just showed up. She's grabbing her stuff.
Nice.
How long do I have left?
You have 30 minutes.
Oh, good.
32.
I think I need to
Oh
refill
my god,
my
he's
meter.
so cute. Oh.
Which meter?
Number 28 on the,
Okay.
yeah.
Hobbs. It's adorable.
Is there any way to see, to have a thing here so I can see the chat room?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, this dryad. I gotta name this dryad. Pretty good at naming things, but I'm drawing a blank right now.
You got 5 people watching on you now.
Oh, cool.
Where's this is amazing.
Are you having fun? Is the chat room from you now or from Twitch?
The chat room's from Twitch.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have a big screen in here.
Or even a little one.
You're so talented. People are just like watching in the store, be like, who is this and why is she so good?
Aw, sweet. It's just hard to draw traditionally now. I feel like such a dork. This is hilarious. I don't even know what it looks like. So the cool thing about drawing on the computer is you can step back and you can zoom out and see what it looks like. But when you're all up on it, like this close, it's really hard to see. Because like the perspective's all funny and yeah. Like, she's kind of stiff. I need to have her move a bit. Guess I should just do more traditional drawing so I not have to rely on undos.
Refresh the chat. Seems stuck.
Maybe no one's seeing me, which is fine. Oh, cool. Can I put it sideways? Oh, wait, no, the whole thing is, right?
Yeah, the whole body.
Cool.
Oh, someone in the chat room can say hi on chat.
We were talking, the chat and I. The people on the chats. Amanda was the voice of the people.
I was reading for the beauty. That's
You're coming in here to say hi to everybody on this mic.
Hello, I'm a headless voice.
The man behind the curtain. Oh yeah, so you guys can, if you want, you can go to newpraetorians.com and get 10% off of your order with the code XSN 2014. I think. I hope that's the case.
Do you like inking more than drawing?
There's a weird satisfaction I get from inking. It's almost like a fetish. I'm like, oh, feels so good. But I like coming up with ideas too. So I like penciling and inking for different reasons. Penciling is fun, but the inking makes it a finished product, in my opinion.
What's your favorite part of the body below the neck to draw?
Oh, I like drawing the neck.
Really?
Yeah, because that kind of that's where the sexy part is for me. Like the jaw, the neck. Like here you can see where I'm totally playing. Like the hand is just kind of like, wee. Boobs I like, but then there's this whole hip area that's really fun to play with. Oh, that's my problem with this. Here we go.
Some people are really good at hips. Like you can just tell. Like, 3 lines and they've got a perfect.
Yeah, I like the hips. But I like big butts, and it's like this character, this dryad, it's a very lithe creature, and so, but I like drawing curves, so, so this is fun. So I'm trying to make her both curvy with the costume that I'm putting on her, and lithe with how, lean she is, so. And now I'm drawing the butts. The problem with inking is that, it's permanent. That's your decision. If you mess up, you have to fake it until you can get out of it. So for those watching who are wondering what pen I'm using a Pentel brush pen. It's a Japanese logo on it. And I'm using comic book artboard, same kind that your comics are made on, for those that still make comics traditionally. And I used a mechanical pencil. It's automatic, 0.7 millimeters. Try to use a HB. But I'm about to switch to a micron after I get the willow tree stuff in, so I can get even better detail. And this is my Dungeons and Dragons Dryad. I'm Satine Phoenix.
Yay!
Hooray! That's Amanda Franchini. Franchini. That's how I have to say it in my head for some reason.
Right?
I have to say it.
Just imagine the CH is a K.
Franchini. Oh,
Someone says, thanks, Satine.
yeah, I love that guy. We talk on the internets. On Jacob. This is a different Jacob than the Jacob that recommended this.
It's looking so great. Like, oh my gosh.
Really?
I'm totally fangirling right now.
Oh, you are? I
Yes,
thought you were
I
reading.
No, I am.
Oh, you're the best.
I like legit am. It's so cool.
Aww. Yeah, I just realized how fast this is going. I was like, oh my gosh, I wish I had more time.
So this guy says Skyrim joke, and it says sneak up and harvest hanging moss.
Harvest hanging moss.
And then another guy says,
That's the moss.
is this a squirrel in her hand?
Yeah, it's a little like,
Cute.
it's a face squirrel that we just made up. This is her familiar. What is her name? What am I gonna name this girl? No, it's like roots. No, something has to do with trees. Steeple? Shit, I only got 10 minutes left. Amanda, you gotta help me come up with a name. People in the room, help me come up with a name. Tell me your name. Well, my characters growing up were like this one is the same character that I played over and over and over again. That was Vlanya, and she was an elf. But this would be a monster. I'm supposed to be drawing monsters from the monsters manual, so this wouldn't be Vlanya. This would be
Should be Trevis.
Trevis. I need like a name that has to do with
Not
a tree.
Trevis.
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 Trevis. Oh my god, his little toes are so cute. It's like a little face squirrel. These are his wings. And his little feet are coming up here. And then he's grabbing her thumb.
People should subscribe to you. It's free.
Huh?
People should subscribe to you. It's free.
How do they do it? You guys can subscribe to me. It's free. How do they subscribe?
There's a subscribe button on YouNow and on Twitch.
Cool. So basically, for you folks that are watching, you're either watching this on YouNow or on Twitch. It's getting streamed to both. Yeah, it's like a super future stuff. And you can subscribe to my channel for free. For now. But yeah. Hey Justin,
Yes.
can we put up a store for this?
For the drawings?
Yeah, because I want to sell prints for $15 and then raffle the original off at the end of the month.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, this really awesome
Like
guy gave me that idea.
Just,
It was you. You gave me that idea.
Just the monster maidens? Oh, shucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can list that. Put it up on the shop XSN. If Melody's watching,
Trying to hide nuts in her hair. That's a sex joke, Jacob.
Nice, Jacob. Nice, Jacob.
He's talking about hiding nuts. It's a reasonable thought.
how do you hide nuts in hair?
Maybe you should try it and find out.
Hairs or
No, it's her hair fronds. I don't know. Shit, I need a bigger micron. Damn it. Yeah, so I don't know how many people are watching, but thank you for watching. We're not done yet. I just wanted to thank you because this is fun. It's super fun for me. And that was just an hour, less than an hour. Or this is just an hour or less. So the previous draw mill or the previous Monster Maidens, I did those drawings in like a half hour, 45 minutes, so at least I get a little bit more time here. And I'll get faster as time goes on, more details. The details will happen.
what if you colored them with like big fat colored markers?
Ugh.
No?
I'm more of a watercolor girl. Yeah, I need like delicate. I'm using a 0.005 micron right now. Like a marker, that's just too much color for me.
What pen should we get to sponsor you?
Either Pigma microns or the Pentel brush pen. Those are the two I use.
If you guys are watching,
Yeah. I mean, I go through these both, like a lot. Because I use them when I'm sketching and just doodling. Got 5 minutes. Crap.
do you ever put deadlines on your work at home?
I have to put deadlines on my work at home, otherwise nothing gets done.
So do you just abandon a drawing like, alright, I only got 5 minutes left on this drawing?
No, it's more like days. So this day I'm doing this, and that day I'm doing that. Because I'll stay up really late to finish one thing. Or I have to finish something by a certain day. Then I'll give myself multiple days to work on it, which is cool. God, this feels really good. Florist Leafy. Oh my god, that's a really good idea. It's a good name. This is Floris. And her pet, Squirrelkin. She likes to call him Mr. Squirrelkin. The squirrel fae squirrel familiar. Floris Leafy. That's amazing. I don't know why I like that so much, but I really do. Floris Leafy. She's having such a nice time with her little squirrel buddy. It's kind of creepy. This guy's all bug-eyed. Okay, I've got a couple minutes left. I have to really start putting in some larger blocks of ink. So this is like a flower dagger. And then yeah, knowing me, I'll probably sit here for the next 20 minutes with the camera off and finish it. I don't want to. I don't want to stop. They're giving me the look.
Alright, time to sign off. Tell people
Okay.
to subscribe.
You guys, you should subscribe to my channel and also buy my book, newpraetorians.com. Subscribe to all the things on the internet that are Satine Phoenix. And this is my bitch. That was fun.